Hi guys, before you is another long video. It's a full, very little edited recording from my last Twitch stream. I did it just now. I finished a 2-hour long session for the live show and I really enjoyed it. It was a gameplay with one of my long-lasting playthrough series or walkthrough series, if you prefer. It's actually more closer to a walkthrough with Jarbinks, my red-skinned gunslinger. I'm going ahead of time because you know that the series, the episodes are a little behind, but I wanted to upload this session right now because it's very relative and very informative of things that are coming to us. During the show, we talked about the upcoming expansion, the subscription perks, the subscription rewards, the monthly rewards from bioware. We talked a lot about our prediction and expectations, and most of all, we discussed things from the last live developer bioware stream, which gave us a little bit of insight of the new expansion, a little bit of gameplay, a little bit of crafting talk, and the future. There was, during the stream, some shared information and discussion about mining. You know that I love reading about mining, and I try not to skip any information about the mined stuff from the game, but on my videos, I tend not to do it. I hope that you will enjoy this. I know that almost 2 hours is a very long session for anybody, me included, to watch that long. Maybe you can watch it in chapters. Maybe you can skip through it in 15 minutes. Maybe you can start and ditch it, or you can just leave it in the background with my weird voice and accent while you're doing your work or your own gameplay. Whatever you decide, for me it's important that you watch it and enjoy it, or listen to and enjoy it. And there is nothing about my website in it. I just wanted to have some kind of a background here while I'm doing the introduction speech. That's it. Very soon I want to actually, well, since I mentioned the website, very soon I want to release a blog on it with the information about the Uber menu, because I've just purchased it yesterday morning, and so far I've spent about 12 hours learning what it is, learning about child themes for the website, learning about residual styling and everything else that was interfering. But finally, I made the menu work properly and as it intended. The $25 was definitely worth it. I took the money out of the fund from my Patreon page, so thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the stream now and leave your feedback, of course, down in the comments, because there is nothing more important to me than feedback. Hello, if you're there. If you are not there yet, it's up to you to say hello whenever you join. In the middle of a Saturday afternoon, very, very nice sunny day, very hot actually. I've decided to sit down and play my favorite game for an hour or two, or however long I want, we'll see. I decided to play one of the characters I haven't played lately, and I stumbled upon this guy. He's level 47, I think. And that sounded perfect to my taste. Wow, I haven't played him since I installed Windows 10. Obviously, I haven't even logged to that guy because he hasn't changed his user interface yet. What am I using? Leveling, of course. Let's see, for level 47, what the hell is Jarbinks doing? Locate the Descent Casino. Lovely! I've been probably playing this guy not so long ago with maybe 12x activated. And yes, this means not so long ago. Wow, I think I forgot to change my title, of course. I deactivated it to come up with a decent title on the welcome screen. And now I forgot. Let's say... as simple as this. Oop. And we have something. Unfortunately, the new version of Chatty, the RC client I'm using to read my chat, because I don't rely on the dashboard and the Twitch integrated chat, it's crap and it's buggy most of the time. But unfortunately, with the newest version, they've stolen the possibility for me to hide the user panel. So constantly I see the names of the people who are online. I don't know why this is a bad thing. It probably isn't. I don't like looking at who's online, I just like to read the chat and talk to the people who have said something. Whoa. Thank you for the gifts. container crate and another container crate. I will save those probably for another time since I don't use the mounts anyway. Level 45, level 35, okay. Maybe it's not a bad idea to stash those somewhere and forever forget about their existence, because I do that very often. Oh, look at that, I have more crates here. These are different though. Let's hide these grenade looking Twi'leks over here and never remember their existence. Every time I start a new character, I begin thinking, the hell, I'm sure I had many of those somewhere lying around. And that's how I ditch them in different characters' inventory and banks, and I never remember to go back. I have to tell you guys, the fleet is incredibly laggy today, and I have absolutely no explanation why this is so. Maybe I should have restarted my PC before starting the stream, but the heck, it's Windows 10, it's not supposed to be buggy. Alright, let's go do some quests. You are quiet, I get that. You are lazy probably, it's early Saturday for some of you. Well, cheers. I have a very weird feeling I'm forgetting something, and I don't think I am. There it is, my very first chat line since forever. Hi fan, how are you doing? I've missed my chat. Thank you for finally waking it up. Whoop, not here. Oh yeah, that's one thing I wanted to check. Last time I was streaming to YouTube, I turned off many of the features specifically for Twitch. And now, God forbid, I don't remember which one is which. I've got so many settings here on OBS. I'm starting to forget which one does what, because in the past, sometimes I've been lazy and not labeling and naming things properly. HBU, that's the first time I see these three letters. They make perfect sense though. I'm fine, enjoying my weekend. Slow, hopefully, careless, quiet, casual weekend. There's gonna be football tonight, football tomorrow, and the next week begins. Yes, that's one thing I'm missing. I've turned off the social icons advertisement above my webcam because I think it's annoying. I'm starting to think that it's better to have a little bit more clear UI than having all of these pop-ups and animations all over the place. You have to work tomorrow. There was a chance for me to have to work today and tomorrow, but the client decided against it. Well, he is actually another colleague, architect, who was overburdened with his project, and he asked me for assistance. But in the end, it turns out he preferred to not sleep for 2 nights and do the job himself instead of paying me to do it. I'm on Corellia. How awesome is this? The most appropriate level 47 for doing stuff on Corellia. Don't take... Okay, 1600 is fine. I should probably at some point try to do the going away achievements on Makeb before they really go away and I will never be able to do them again. I don't even know if I've done these achievements before. It is something I need to check on. And can you imagine if, of course, the game is alive after 3 years, for example, I will be able to say, hey, do you remember these achievements? They existed once on this old planet Makeb, which was part of the first out of 16 expansions. Probably should have said 6. sounds a little bit more plausible and believable. Slow loading time, right? It is supposed to be quick. The game is back on SSD, thank God. I'm struggling for space again. But that's not an issue at the moment, because there is nothing on PTS. Hi Twi'lek, I have absolutely no idea what is the feats of strength, but I'm guessing you are connecting those with the future long gone achievements. It's really awesome to be able to say, hey, look, I was here during this event, or I was here when this was available. Like, for example, from time to time, pretty much once, twice a year, I like to browse through Volk's inventory because I keep on him pretty much all of the sets. Even though it's a total chaos and I can't combine all parts of the same set because they are in one tab, second tab, third tab, all over the place. But my main point was that I have the Kulumi, the Rakata, the Battlemaster set, I can't even remember what was the subset from the Battlemaster, the very first PvP set, Centurion, and War Hero, and everything after that. I don't have the latest PvP set because after 3.0, you probably know I've been extremely serious about avoiding PvP for no apparent reason. I don't know why, maybe I just lost the passion. Doing the same thing with always the random people. It would be nice if I was doing the same thing with the same people, but doing solo queues and not exactly the most fun. Well, maybe one day BioWare will come up with a system similar to that, because there have been other achievements that have been removed from the game. Not just achievements, I think it would be nice to see the return of more of the old gear. I remember I've seen, for example, the hat from the old Consular Rakata armor set. I don't know if the whole set is available and where, but I believe I've seen somewhere on screenshots, probably from the cartel store, the headpiece, you know, that gigantic, incredibly ugly looking armor piece. I still have it on Lek. Lek is my god-forgotten sage healer. Well, he's not a healer because I haven't spec'd him. But he used to be my first and main healer in the first 6-7 months of the game. I don't know my abilities. Oh wait, I do. Yes. What do you say? That sounds Russian a little bit.
I've got no time for this.
That guy speaks language similar to our corner here, the Eastern European Slavonic corner of the world.
Seemed the war didn't heed our wish, Captain, though Shars made it back alive and whole. I trust you're here.
I probably wouldn't be able to give you a proper answer because I don't tank. I did tank some 2.5-3 years ago with the Shadow, and I loved it. It's unique and different class in terms of just pure gameplay and tank mechanics in some cases. Although since I actually played tank myself, they've changed the Shadow a lot, so it's very, very different compared to what I remember firsthand. However, if I had to choose, I would probably go for a Shadow because it's different. The Jedi Knight tank and the Juggernaut tank are the most basic tank classes available in absolutely every game. And Shadow is something a little bit different. It used to be more different, but not anymore.
Has been the top scandal on Coruscant. Freda, check our records.
Oh, let's talk about the length of the montrals of the Tugrota, shall we? Look at these things, they go beyond her waist. Go away, mouse. Give us the Tugrota.
A slug like Darmus always leaves a nice slimy trail.
If you find anything useful, I'm waiting on the link.
Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out! Ah, I wanted to see her from close. Maybe I can do that now here. Look at the length of these things, damn it. It's not the first and the only NPC we know. I've seen other screenshots on Twitter and Facebook as well from other people showing off exactly the same thing. And I know probably the most obvious reason why the lengths of the Montreals are fixed is because they would clip through half of the armor sets and more specifically the chest pieces on many of the armor sets available in the game. That's why they choose the one that clips the least, and it's probably the one that looks agreeable or best fitting for everything.
Hey.
The line is weird, yeah. Well, it's weird everywhere. It's not just this NPC, it's weird on the player characters as well. I probably should change the map settings to not fade away when I'm moving, but I'm trying to get used to that because it's a little bit more immersive. Hey, wait. What the hell?
Maybe not so much fighting today.
I never knew there is water here. Interesting. It's not like I spent a lot of time on Corellia overall. This is absolutely my explanation for the fixed length of the Montreals, and I honestly see absolutely no other reason. This is so simple and easy to implement into the game. There needs to be some kind of a technical issue, and even though this time it's not related to the engine, it's still a technical issue. And we know that the Montreals don't move, unlike I forgot the name, the tails of the Twi'leks. Forgot what they were called. Thank God for having the one-shot button. Like, cool, thank you. That was the one. Oh, there is something else I'm missing. See, there are no numbers here for the cooldowns. Let's activate them. It has been quite some time since the last playthrough with this character. Where are you? Show cooldown text. And the only change I do from the default, because I love it this way, is that. To show me the 10th of a second on the last second only, so the timer doesn't take up all of the square for the ability. And because I'm totally out of practice, let's do something a little bit out of the quest. I don't know why I love so much playing low levels with Gunslinger and Sniper, but mostly Gunslinger because of the two pistols. I just like the design more. And at the same time, I really struggle to like the Sniper endgame gameplay, both PvE and PvP. I don't know why. Maybe just because cover mechanic is not exactly my style. But for leveling purposes, it's such a fun and fantastic class. I prefer Qatar as well, yeah, so much cooler looking. Plus it's a beast, a true beast.
This is Nevis, kid. Those blasted Imperials are getting closer. We're ready to risk your plan. Meet us by the Pirates' Hall Cantina. Every true Carillion patriot will be there. We'll blow open Supply Tunnel 26.
I used to have my personal own suggestions and thoughts on which one the next species would be. But right now I can't come up with an idea. If there is one, it's gonna be at least by the end of 2016. I don't think bioware has the strength and even the motivation to come up with another playable species. But when they do, it's gonna be another human species with a different head. Because both the Qatar and the Tugrut are exactly human, with everything from below the neck absolutely human copy. And above that, there are some specifics. I would like to see this guy as a playable species. Definitely, we will never see these. I don't even know what's the species of these guys.
The Councilor sold Corellia to the Empire, never expecting the citizens to rebel.
Yes, that is a good point. I don't know if it's intended, but indeed, maybe not 90, but 80% of the population is reminding us of Ahsoka.
We need to keep that tunnel sealed.
And
The
honestly,
red light
I
sectors
still
are our
haven't
only
finished
safe
the
zone.
first season where Ahsoka appears for the first time. Oh, spoiler for the Star Wars Rebels, but I really want to because I saw some trailer for the second season and Ahsoka Tano looks so
What
much
Isha
better.
said, you
Not
should
just
know your way
physically, but
around.
in every way.
Go
Looks so
now
much
and
better
stop
than
this kid from
the
carrying out this
Clone
mad
Wars
plan
series.
before the Imperials
I
overrun
missed.
us.
Who was that?
And
Thank you
bring
for the
Jarvis
follow.
back alive.
My
His
message said the
testimony
same.
is worth far more than his head.
Locate supply tunnel 26. What if I go to 25 or 22? I don't want to go to 26. I was one of these who actually wanted to replicate Shakti, but after close observation with what we had in the deleted scene from the movie, I wasn't able to, so I've decided to go for a completely different and personal design, something that I liked. And since my favorite color is blue, my Twi'lek, my Togruta is blue as well. I hope that you guys are following her series on YouTube. If you don't know, she's called Sianka, and translated to English, it means shadow. Because she is an assassin, but I wanted a non-offensive name, not related to killing. I loved the actor and the very short deleted scene with Shakti. I really regret that Lucas decided to delete it from the movie. Sianka is a Bulgarian word, yep. Hi, Benki. Yes, finally online. I've checked. The title from the previous stream said 17th of August. That's 12 days ago, damn it. I know. I wish for myself first, and then for all of you who are visiting the streams, that I could stream more often, but you have to agree until 4.0, and depending also of the content in 4.0, there is a chance I will never be able to stream for 2-3 hours every single day again. Things may change, and I really hope that they do, but it's not just because I don't have the personal time available anymore like I did some 1 or 2 years ago. It's just that the content of the game is kind of old, and I hope that you know already because I've been repeating that every time, and it's probably annoying to repeat it one more time for you to hear. I really don't like showing exactly the same thing over and over again. I know that it's the same game, it is the same classes that everybody has played, is playing, or is bored of looking how others played. But I like to have something to talk about and something to play. If one of these two options is available, I do decide to share the gameplay online. Your favorite hat? Oh, you mean this one? There is a better one coming at the end of the month, or was it the next month, from the special subscriber reward program. Not the vest, I think it's a coat. The coat that Niko Okar is wearing is awesome. It's the best looking, should I call it armor? It's medium armor piece in the game. It looks awesome on pictures. We don't know how it would look in the real life, in the real game.
We him, the Imperial traitor. Will we let him sell Corellia to the Void Wolf? Or teach him how wrong he is? Traitor! You're dead. Nobody turns against Corellia.
This one?
Darmus is an agent of the Void Wolf.
They won't believe you. I already told them how you
Let's
stole
move the
Mamor
mouse
weapons
away and enjoy the scene properly then.
For the Void Wolf.
Oh, okay. It's the worst.
Many of them were quite offended by such behavior from someone on a senator's payroll. Blast him to pieces!
This whole Patriot thing is a sham. He's just in it for the hot lady rebels.
Getting desperate, are we? Kill this man before he calls the Empire down on you.
No, seriously. He's kidnapping women from across the galaxy for his shipboard harem. Last night, I saw him with a young drow girl.
Don't be ridiculous.
The same blasters from the cinematics will be available in-game, and hi Addict.
Artworks.
He was flirting with my daughter.
Where's Lily? Where'd you take her, you monster?
You will get the chapters if you subscribe when they are released. If you subscribe now, you will get today's benefits from the subscription. But you will not be allowed to play the expansion. You have to be subscribed on the 29th of October.
Darmus betrayed us. We're lost.
What now? You don't think the rebels have hot ladies? What if I told them?
Pretty sure you won't die.
Alright, where the hell is Entrench? Oh, Hunker Down is over here. Alright, I will try to remember where the hell did I put it. What picture do we have? Dral, Alien Anthology. Damn it, I will definitely read more about the squirrels. Thank you. Honestly, I don't think I've ever heard the name before. There is the same cute Tugrota with an incredibly long, almost said tails, I meant montrails.
Looks as if you did need some additional support.
I did say that the blasters will hopefully be exactly the same as we see them in the cinematics. You know that there's going to be a little bit of limitation because of the crappy engine and the number of pixels allowed, but the blasters, the same blasters, are going into the game as a monthly reward. I can't remember if it's this month or the next month, but I'm subscribed all the way, so I don't really care which month the reward comes in. I will receive all of them on 19th of October for early access, and I'm happy.
The KOTFE factory. They've got it surrounded like you wouldn't believe. We planted a doctor on the inside. He hasn't found any weakness in the defense.
Fish, I guess you may have missed that part of the last live stream, but they've announced that with the expansion going live, every single companion you have will be available for tank, DPS and healing role. This means you will be able to play with whoever makes you laugh the most. And in my case, I will not be forced to play with Quinn, Doc or Gus, because I like playing with my healing companions when I'm doing DPS.
Attacks. Once you draw enough Imperial troops out of the factory, you can go in and find Darmus.
Well,
our men will hold their attention
while the cinematic here is going on, let's go to the official website and dig out the monthly rewards.
Along with the Imperial wounded.
Because why not?
Enough Corellians are fighting with the Empire that you shouldn't draw immediate attention.
Rewards.
Call me when you reach Darmus.
Niko Okar Blaster Set. A stylish weapon set for the enthusiastic gunslinger. Keep it to yourself or give it to your companion. These rewards will all be legacy bound. This means even if you've missed the first reward, which is going to be Niko Okar himself as your companion, if you subscribe now, hey, that sounds like an advertisement. Believe me, it's not. I don't intend to advertise subscriptions for bioware. So they say if you subscribe right now, you'll still get these armor pieces and his weapon. So you can transfer them to Legacy. They're not bound to this character. Let's see, the 31st of August is the date when you have to be subscribed to receive the blaster set. And for those of you who maybe didn't want to browse, there is the blaster set. I can't zoom out. Well, I can actually. these are the 2 pistols that we will be receiving. They may not look exactly the same in game, you know that everything is more or less different. And we're gonna get the Duster Coat the next month, the end of September. And on the day of the early access, if we are still subscribed, we will get a speeder. It looks cool, but I'm afraid it's gonna be even bigger than the Rancor. Whatever, let's pick up the reward and go forward. I've almost leveled up. Come on now, we are getting greedy. Multiple companions at the same time? I don't think they would ever allow you to do that. Unless in very minor moments for some of the specific stories, for some of the classes and characters. If you haven't discovered those yet, well, I advise you to play all the classes and you will see what I'm talking about. There are some very teeny pieces of story for some of the classes where you have more than one companion, or where you have to choose, I want to go with this companion and do this part of the mission, or I want to join the other guy and help them out. The outcome is pretty much the same, we know that, but the mission, the quest could be different. I've specifically mentioned maybe 3-4 times during the last stream, I hope that you all guys heard it. The choices we're going to make are going to matter now. I don't know how they exactly plan to do that in an MMO. Probably there will be a lot of choices, but they will be, do you want to kill this NPC and receive dark side points, or do you want to keep this one alive and he will lend you a hand with a couple of blaster shots in the next mission, or 15 missions after that he will return and you will be surprised. The choices will be, this time I believe they will be real, but they still won't be important for the major story. Like, for example, they won't allow you to decide if you want to keep Suresh alive or kill her. Although that would be awesome. Anything that impacts globally the game will not be allowed as a personal choice, obviously.
Vehicle paths are currently open for business.
Yeah, but as you've said, interaction between the companions primarily happens on your ship. I don't remember seeing or witnessing conversation between them anywhere else. Maybe there is 1 or 2 lines here or there whenever they're together. Like, for example, I think there is such an example for the Trooper story in the very end. Probably somewhere else, I just can't remember right now. If you haven't noticed, the stream has a source down in the bottom right corner. That's transcoding. For those of you who have issues watching at 720p with 3200 kilobits per second bitrate, change it to something lower, but be careful, it's gonna look uglier. I've never liked Governor Suresh, I don't know why. She seems shady to me, somehow. I can't explain why. Warrior story on Taris is very good as well. Last mission was really enjoyable. Wow, damn it, why the hell I can't remember what I do on the Warrior story. What do you mean, Gus, you don't want to fight? It's not like you have a choice, you stay here, you heal me. And you be quiet. These weapons, I'm using the Bounty Hunter event weapons. Oh no, they are not Bounty Hunter. Oh yes, I've got these as a gift. God forbid, I don't remember who made me the gift, but the video is on YouTube as part of the playthrough series. I've received this pistol very early as I was just starting my character. And if by any chance the person who gave me the pistol from the market is here present, please forgive me for forgetting who it was. But this is an awesome looking, sounding and behaving pistol for a gunslinger. I really love it. It should be available for a bounty hunter as well, probably. She is a self-serving bitch, yes. Good description. I haven't thought about that possibility, Suresh being the Internal Emperor. But I want to say that my suspicion that this guy is actually either controlled by Visciati or himself was correct. The name, my character at the moment is Jarbinks. He is my gunslinger.
Ready for action.
You know that everybody has a boss, and we might think that Visciati is on the top of everything, the Internal Emperor and the never dying, the undying, whatever you want to call him. I'm sure that he also has a boss, and why not? Maybe Suresh could be the boss of Visciati. All the guns, alright, let's see. R-317 Ikion Blaster, that's the full name. Maybe you should just search for Ikion. That's an I with the dot. I didn't know that he's a SWTOR player. A smuggler, nice. You can definitely tell that he enjoys voicing the Eternal Emperor, but unfortunately, I personally think he's overdoing it a little bit. Don't you think? Whoa! We've leveled up. Nice. Well, no, I think it's actually quite different. You know, the front part is a lot lighter, but if you look it from further, from a bigger distance, they look similar. And before someone has asked, the armor set that Jarbinks is using is the Bounty Hunter event set. I'm very, very glad to share with all of you guys that I have finally finished the damn Bounty Hunter reputation grind. I've been dragging this for so long.
Hello.
Hey, I forgot to learn some new abilities as I leveled up. Let's see. It really is. I will watch the cinematic again if you insist. Not now. What? Oh. Oh, no. You didn't just give me my favorite skill ever. I know that flyby has been nerfed to hell with I can't remember what patch was it. 3.0 was it, or 2.10? They nerfed it a long time ago, but it's still an awesome ability and I wanna try and fit it somewhere. First, I have to see where exactly I could fit it. Let's put it here. And just because I wanna do it, don't need to kill these guys. think I stepped a little bit outside of my bounds and these guys almost killed me. One interesting question is, why the hell is Gus not healing properly or at all? He does have gear, maybe not up to date. I don't see who and where was the question about the expansion. Yes, once again, if you subscribe now, you will not get the expansion. You will get the current benefits as of today. To receive the quests, the 9 chapters from the expansion and the access to all the new areas, you need to be subscribed after it launches. Just spotted Moobot advertising my own website. Thank you, Moobot. I've worked yesterday for maybe 10-11 hours combined to learn the Uber menu, because I purchased a new menu for the layout of my website, and I'm really glad I did. It costed me $25, which was a lot more, plus the PayPal fee and the VAT tax and I don't know what else, but from $19 it went up to $25, which is what I paid in the end. But it was definitely worth it. I love the Uber menu, and after spending a huge amount of time learning how to make the child teams and everything else that I probably should have known from before, but I didn't have to use a child team until yesterday. And I was really glad that I've learned that. I also learned other things like why and when the default menu is overlapping and interfering with Uber menu settings for a website. Maybe most of you don't care about these things. But since I've learned a lot yesterday, after all I paid money for this thing and I didn't want to take it back, the default menu for my website wasn't really pleasing. What the hell? He was supposed to be shooting something here. Oh, I didn't have cover. All companions will be able to do everything, yes. And also they will be not dependent on gear. Meaning, you can still use gear if you want, but the stats that that gear has will not have an impact on your companion at all. All that will matter is the look, so it's gonna be like an outfit designer for your companions. Their stats will grow as they level up, and I don't know exactly how they plan to make the lizard for the consular companion, for example, doing heals. That would be fun.
Captain.
I love the lizard. Yes, I know his name, but I can never pronounce it. I don't know if it's Kaizen, Quizen, or Kizun. I personally believe it's supposed to be Kaizen, but since I haven't played the console quite some time, and I haven't played with this lizard companion, I forgot how to pronounce the name. So I call him the lizard. I played with him for the very first time when I was leveling Ida. She was back then my shadow tank to be. I leveled her up as a tank spec with DPS gear, and I did the same tank spec for my companion with DPS gear in him. Kaizen. Yeah.
With the rest of the casualties.
No, I didn't see it. Can you post the link to that Twitter?
You traitor! Do you want to draw the entire army down on us? This is the only
How many stacks did the Dreadtooth have?
The leg inside.
You don't have to wait for Doc? Nope. You can make T7 heal, God forbid.
There. I've used
And
a
also, if they
Should
ever
be fine.
decide to bring back the
And you've got your
challenges
choice
with
of
the
Admiral
end
Jesus
bosses at
deals,
level
if there's any
50 or at
lingering
65 or
names.
whatever end bosses the
Any idea
story
where I can find Darna's
provides,
Polarin?
Last I heard, he was being wheeled
it
into
will be a
surgery.
lot better than... You
Now,
remember,
better get back out there
I
before
just
anybody misses
catched here the Jedi Knight story and the lockdown on your companions. You're forced to use the stupid droid that you get at level 5, 6, 7 in the origin planet. I personally never ever played with T7 after that. So whenever the game forced me to bring him back and dust him off, I had absolutely no clue how to play with the droid. It had absolutely no gear. And the most fun was back then, the game was absolutely empty in terms of availability for droid gearing. And the final boss was a decent challenge also in December or January 2012.
Once the docks change my face, I'll be dropping out of sight. I'm no good to the Empire if that idiot captain's got the whole Republic chasing me.
I can take your place with the Void Wolf. Anything he needs.
Your face is known too, Kaikos. A Corellian counselor isn't much use in bringing in underworld allies.
Oh, that's awesome, having Scourge healing you. Yeah, let's talk about breaking lore.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mr. Soon-to-be hunted down by his own constituents.
You just don't give
Oh
up,
man,
do you?
the original developers who worked on the stories of the companions and everything else must be probably cursing the hell out of them.
Kill me.
Let's
Don't
make
get in
Kira
my
be a
way.
healer.
Just be going
How
on.
exactly is Kira going to heal with the double-bladed saber?
Caught me again. Too bad.
Oh, let's see
I
the
was
Twitter.
thinking it might be fun to take your face
The Twitter
and
tweet.
take over the criminal empire we've built, but
Oh, that's
I
just a
guess I'll have
combat
to
log.
kill you instead.
You should have shown a full-grown picture of the dead body. Oops. I love the fact that Gus constantly needs to remind me and everybody else that he is a Jedi. It's the best part of playing with this companion.
Captain, what will it take for me to walk out of here? I know you always have your price.
How did a gambler and dilettante end up working for the Empire?
Do not confuse me with the pose I was forced to take. I'm a citizen of the Empire, an agent of Imperial intelligence. It will be a relief
Yes, I do
to
remember
return to a
when
part
they
of the
changed it.
galaxy
Unfortunately,
bendable by
or
more than
fortunately,
their
I don't know which one,
immediate desires.
I did the quest before this.
Make me an offer I like.
If I remember correctly, the gear for the droid was lying just outside of the door for the chamber where you have the last fight, right? It's just a small pile that you have to pick up. Or was it on the vendor? There was a heal steam vendor available outside as well.
I'll take the dossier and your testimony at Tadana's trial.
Good citizen to the end, I thought I cured you of that. Fine. It won't be the first Republic prison I have escaped from.
Oh, I don't know why I've decided to imagine at the moment a bucket of warm spit. Let me ask you this, guys, and please give me a good answer because I really care to learn. Did the last stream make you more enthusiastic and excited about the expansion, or was it the same?
I have his dossier.
Did you expect more or less from
I'll have
Musco
them kept under guard.
in terms
In
of
isolation.
information sharing?
This line is secure. Transmit
Did you think they
anything
did a
you.
good stream?
I'll send back the coordinates for one of our safe houses. Make sure no one is following. Then meet me there. I don't know what the Republic would do without you.
Next one. Oh, don't worry, I think they showed no spoilers in the video. Or, well, that depends on you, of course. But to me, there was absolutely no spoilers. I knew quite a lot of the, not a lot, all of the officially mentioned information and some mining, of course. You know that the Tor community shares shit tons of mining details and information. I read absolutely everything, but most of the time I do my best to not talk about it on my official videos. Here on the stream we can talk about everything. But when I do my videos, I try to stick to the official released information. It's not because I have something to do with bioware, no. Probably even if I start talking about the mind stuff, they wouldn't know, because I don't even believe anybody is watching any YouTube video. These guys don't have time for us. But still, in my last video last week, I mentioned the details about the stat changes, and it provoked a lot of questions. Most of them happened in personal messages, because I don't know, some of you probably don't want to ask publicly on YouTube, but many people were surprised, and they didn't expect the stat change, the mastery change. Many people also don't know about the crit and surge being combined into one. Hi, SWTOR. I don't think it's scary or dangerous to watch bioware streams if you don't want to spoil the story for yourself. Every single time they do streams about upcoming content, I mean story-related content, they very well hide it. So believe me, the video part they showed on the previous stream, what was it, 3 days ago, had absolutely no spoilers in it. Unfortunately, it was 3 to 4 a.m. on a Wednesday against Thursday. And after that, I had a 10-hour long workday, so I couldn't stay that late to be able to watch the stream live, enjoy the chat. I've heard there were more than 10,000 live viewers. That's a lot. I don't know how the hell that happened. 10,000 is way, way, way more than any possible prediction. But since I wasn't there live, I can't tell if it's true. Nobody confirmed it for me yet. I watched the highlights on the next morning. I took some notes. I thought about making a video, but I was at work. After the event, everybody who wanted to, who was really curious to learn everything available from the stream, either watched it live or maybe watched it like me on the next morning. I know the stream died. That's why they had 4 or 5 highlights, 4 or 5 stream sessions. Some of them were 15, 20 seconds. I don't know what they were doing. Every single time for the past 3 or 4 streams, they've had the exact same issue in the middle of the stream. 20, 25 minutes after the beginning, things die. I've started to think they do that on purpose because they don't have content for the full hour, and for one reason or another, their streams are locked to 59.59. It's not shorter, it's not longer, it's exactly that duration.
High Command doesn't want to go any
There
further.
were, wow.
I can give you your reward for bringing in Dharma's power.
And believe me, I think during the stream they tried to blame this, or I've read it somewhere else, that the 10,000 viewers were the issue for the stream crashing. That's on their side. The number of viewers, if it is an issue, it's caused by Twitch. This was definitely an issue on the bioware side, whatever they did. One thing I want to point, I hope that all of you noticed it in the stream, the bitrate was normal for the 2015 standards. You guys notice it was about 3000 kilobits per second frame rate, so not just the webcam and the guys, but everything gameplay-wise and everything on the screen looked decent. We didn't have to count the 15 pixels available on our monitors when someone was running around with a lightsaber and wondering, is this pixel the lightsaber or is the next one? Let's see. Enter the old Zelonian tunnels. What if I don't want to go into the tunnels? Can I visit a palace? Why do you want to bring me under the ground into the tunnels? Let's go someplace cleaner, fresher. Which one is the stream with 75,000 at this moment? It's probably either a big competition or, I don't know, some esport channel, or maybe Lyric. I think that guy has regularly between 10 and 15,000 viewers at least. He's crazy. Honest, I don't watch him and I don't follow him, but he's a very cool guy and he talks a lot. I honestly don't see how exactly he is so much better than everybody else so that he has 10 to 15,000 every single time he's streaming. Same with the Swedish person on YouTube. What the hell? PewDiePie. That guy does a lot of awesome videos, but it's not him, it's the editors making the videos good. And I honestly see absolute no reason for 38 million people subscribe to him. There are so much better channels. Just yesterday, for example, I watched an old video from Angry Joe. This guy is awesome. He's truly loving what he does, and it's more than obvious that PewDiePie is not doing this for the fun. Maybe in the beginning. Oh, there we go. The reason, it's League of Legends Summer Finals. What does Summer Finals mean? These guys have all kinds of competitions and races all the time. Maybe today it's one country, 2 days from today it's gonna be the next country. There is always some kind of a tournament happening. Seriously? What channel do you mean? Don't tell me that happened here on Twitch. That's probably a fake PewDiePie. I don't believe. First, it's not one guy. That PewDiePie is just a face, and behind him there is probably 30-40 people doing his videos. They do an awesome job, by the way. I've learned a lot just watching the edits on his videos. I definitely don't like his behavior, but the people doing his videos are just fantastic. And obviously, for the biggest channel on the planet, he probably has a very good crew. Puffendorf, was that to me? He is not targeting me. I don't see why he should. My main channel deals with a game that PewDiePie has probably never heard of. Or at least I don't think he's done any videos about SWTOR. If he has, point them to me. I would love to watch them.
Hey. Pretty sure you won't.
Oh, no. Somehow I completely skipped on these guys. Didn't see them. Why the hell am I not using my grenade? It's an awesome AoE booster. I should use it. Especially now with the one-shot ability being so powerful and taking so few of my patrons. I don't know if there is an English word for a patron. It's actually different in English. Maybe it's mentioned here. I know it's energy, but no, it's just pure energy. Oh, that kind of target, obviously. Yeah, obviously. Oh, the tunnels. Silly me. Let's go down.
Captain.
Well, as I've mentioned, I haven't subscribed to him and I don't watch all of his videos, so I don't know exactly what's his behavior, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. I've seen so many crap movies, and all the time I watch a crap movie, I think, how the hell did this girl or guy, the actor, agreed to do such a crappy role, and who the hell is the movie targeting her? Thanks for the follow. Who's that? RPG Kadr. I'm sure I've read it wrong.
Can you breathe?
Don't strip naked. If you strip naked on another place more suitable for that, you will get more money, believe me. I saw a video about a year ago, maybe longer, from Machinima. They showed some kind of a list of top 10 or top 5 of the biggest YouTube channels, and they showed they shared a little bit of backstory information, how these guys became big and famous. I do remember about PewDiePie that apparently his fame is because he traveled a lot in his first years of YouTube career. And that helped him promote his videos all over the world, because there is such thing as a YouTube loco. And unless you specifically set this to not be loco, YouTube is advertising to you, hey dude, check out this video, it's cool, and it's from someone that lives down there, the same street, or let's call it more globally, he is from your country, check out his video and support him. And that's what YouTube does a lot. And that's how videos get promoted automatically without most of the time us even knowing about this. It's a very cool program from YouTube and I definitely like it. And when someone is traveling and uploading their content on the same channel from all kinds of different locations throughout the whole world, that's a huge benefit. Like for example, unless you've set it properly in your settings and you live in, let's say, Germany, you will see a lot more German video content for Star Wars The Old Republic on your homepage on YouTube than what I would probably see on mine. Because YouTube is trying to promote local people. And because I don't know for a fact that if not the only one, I'm probably one of the 3 or 4 or 5 people in Bulgaria who's ever done something on YouTube about Star Wars The Old Republic. There is nothing much to be advertised here. Oh, something else about the stream, and that's not a spoiler, but it is related to the video. I loved how much they've improved the animations of in and during the cinematics. The camera movement, the camera positioning, the character speeches, the effects, the explosions, everything looked like a little bit more improved. Hi, DK. At least to me. Did it look improved to you? Okay. Thank you. Nice grenade. Nope. Maybe they have fixed some occasions and some instances, but I still keep seeing this rare and rare every day and week. But it's still available. Most of my characters don't wear capes, for one reason or another, so it's hard for me to judge if this is actually being fixed. But it's not something I think they can fix on a global scale. So if you report to them, hey, on this elevator, in this planet, or in this instance in Flashpoint, I have this issue, they will go and fix it. But then you have the same issue on the next planet, on the next elevator. If it was possible for bioware to fix globally, they would have done that long ago. Laser, Daria. Happy Saturday. You.
I assume you're here to laugh, to mock my naivete? You can't have come to kill me. The universe
But if you want me, I can laugh.
Aren't you on the Void Wolf side?
I like capes on female characters.
This isn't enough humiliation.
I don't know if
Want me to
that's
spell
wrong.
it out?
Just don't like them on a
I
male.
went to the Void Wolf, and this
Here
is where he
specifically to Star Wars The Old Republic, not overall.
After
The
everything
capes
I
in the
did
game
for
just
him.
don't look nice on a male
Get me out
character.
here and I will
Except
help
for the
restore him.
Malgus cape.
I wanna
The
see
Malgus
Void Wolf
outfit is
dead.
awesome.
I want to see him begging.
I hope you've got something to offer me.
I know his plans. He's been
Which
assembling
reminds
a
me,
massive pirate fleet,
at least on the
completely
Red
independent
Eclipse
of
where I have the
Imperial
legacy,
Navy. He's gonna strike our
could
main
buy
shipyards.
a
Get
one
me
or
out
two
of here, and I'll
outfits
give
for
you
one
what
of
I
my
have,
Marauders or
everything.
Juggernaut.
I
Oh wait,
can't
I don't
offer
have a
you mercy,
Juggernaut on the Red
Donata.
Eclipse.
Only the Republic can do that.
They're letting you represent
Shame.
them, right? Tell them
Juggernaut
this
with the
deal is worth
Malgus
my
outfit would
freedom.
look awesome.
Here, the files of all my communications
Well,
with the
any
Void
Sith
Wolf.
with a
Everything the
body
Republic
type
needs to
3
know.
or maybe 4
Whatever you
would look
decide,
awesome in a
make
Malgus
sure they get
outfit.
this.
You chose the Void Wolf. Did you really think I'd let you live?
Better dead than an Imperial slave. But I'm not the real target.
Don't say bad thing about the dress. Volk is wearing a dress.
Counselor Kaiko's
Skorx is
objected to
wearing a
his ship.
dress. I don't know how many more.
Now end it. I would do the same.
Well, we do have a Malgus lookalike outfit. I think that's enough. And I've been wondering the same for many years now. Do you guys remember, well, you may not remember it because it was 4 years ago, but you might have seen it later. There was that advertisement short 1.5 minutes video from BioWare, official video teaser with the Jedi Knight progression. They showed some characters spinning around with cool shiny looking armor. There was that white armor that was selected and shown on a character mid-level, level 30-ish something. Back in 2011 and 12, we all believe this is a secret armor set somewhere on Tatooine, on Alderaan, because it looked like Alderaan and it was the level of Alderaan. I don't know if I explained that properly. Those of you who have seen the short video teaser, you probably know about what I'm talking about. If you don't, and you still care to learn, you could probably poke me on Facebook and Twitter. I'll paste you the link. Now that set is available, and if I'm not mistaken, it's available from the cartel market. I don't know its name, I don't like it anymore, but it looked really cool on that picture. I have not checked GTN, so I don't know. I don't even know which one is the Temple Guardian, but since you made me curious, I will go check quickly. Is that the full name? Temple Guardian. Oops, you won't be able to check it here. Go away. If the leggings are 350,000, then definitely not cheap. Usually the chest piece is... That's exactly the same set we were talking about. Thank you, by the way. So, if I say very, very crazy expensive, would that be enough? Look at this. 3 million is the cheapest chest piece that I can find. Let's dig a little bit more specific. That's adaptive, and we're looking for a chess piece. Yes, nice. 4 million credits is the cheapest one. I think it's time to go away from GTN and never return. Oh, I have absolutely no clue about that. Someone tell me that because I'm also curious. What's your server? I read a few days ago a post from what was his name? Keyboard Ninja, I think. On the official forums, he stated, why is the economy so very different on, I think he was talking about the Ibn Hawk, or, well, one specific server. He mentioned that the population there is mostly casuals, mostly people who do a lot of dailies, who farm, who earn a lot of money. They also do shitloads of crafting, and that's normally producing a lot more expensive stock on the market. So if something is 15 million and you have 100 million credits, I know that's a little bit crazy, but it's not the same, is what I meant to say. So to me, 50 million credits is, but to someone who has 200 million credits, that's just pocket money. Nightlife pack. Maybe that's why they are so expensive, because they are not sold at the moment. It's more than normal and expected. I should have checked probably the Qatar sword. It was 6-7 million the last time I checked. The single-handed Qatar sword. But after that they brought it back to the cartel market, so maybe the maybe the prices dropped. That's a nice quote. Rich people ... As in, screw you. If you have more than 2 million credits, you're not allowed here. Really? Oh.
Hello.
How could I stuck here on the turret? Ooh, how could you accidentally delete a character? Wow, you must have been really, really drunk. That's not poking, actually. I'm really curious. How would you accidentally delete a character? You wanted to delete the one next to it, maybe? Every time I delete a character, because yes, I've created level 1 old to do a giveaway or something, and then I've deleted it. I've never deleted a leveled up character, but I'm always very afraid and double and triple checking what I'm deleting.
The Void Wolf has his own fleet, and he's going after Republic shipyards.
How did you found Adana? Did she give you anything? I need recordings, written communications. Wait, is this Dodonna and the Void Wolf talking? We're still recovering from Coruscant.
I have to say, this girl looks a lot more like Shakti than any other playable to Gruta.
We need to find out where the Void Wolf is, now.
Simply because of the length of the Montreals.
Tell me what I can do.
It seems from your transmission that Councilor Kykos is one of the few people who
5.4 million.
contact with the Void Wolf. You should be able to get
I have that
coordinates for the
much,
Void
I
Wolf's
think.
flagship from him. Maybe
But
even
mine
piggyback
is
onto the
spread
next
around
rendezvous
all
they've
of my
planned.
characters, so I don't know.
Where
I
can
never
find
know
Kykos?
how much money I have in total.
has files on the entire
My
Corellian
bank
Council.
character
I
usually
can send you
has
the
about
address
3,
and
4, 5
security
million
specs for
credits.
Kykos' residence.
And I
But he was
always do my
paranoid
best to
even
not
before
spend
the
them.
war.
And there is always that
The
crazy moment where I
entire
don't know
perimeter
what
of
I'm
his estate
doing
is
or
lined with
why I'm
cameras
doing
and
it, but I
sensors.
spent half
We'll
of
have
it,
to destroy them
and then
all
I
to
start
get in
worrying about
unnoticed.
next
You're in
expansion
luck.
coming
That's
or
my
next
specialty.
next
Once you
update
pass the
coming,
perimeter,
and that I
every
should have
entrance is
some
equipped
money
with
in the
neural
background
scanners,
to
but only
just
hit
know that
certain
I'm
brainwave
secure and I'm
signatures. If you're
sure
not with
that
someone
I won't be
authorized,
poor
the
and
house will fry you.
hungry. Just like in real life,
Been
you always
full
want
of
to have some
surprising
backup.
ideas.
You may not
Got
need
any
it
for
and
this
never
one?
need it, but you need to
Perhaps
have the
you could
backup.
Gently persuade one of his guards to accompany you. Any further discussion might leave me ethically compromised. Good luck, Captain. Call me before you take on the Void Wolf.
I'm gonna
That's
disappoint
not
you,
something
but
should do
I
alone.
had a full river set at level 15 or so on my second Jedi Sentinel Sub Rosa. It was obviously a gift. I didn't buy it myself. I didn't win it or anything. It was just pure gift from Rizasha. Who's missing today? Oh, level up. Let's see. 49, the big moment is coming soon. Although we know that level 50 hasn't been special for ages. I want to show you something after I finish this guy, probably after I finish Corellia. If I still have the strength, I want to show you a trick. I plan to make a video about it, but we'll see if I can come around. Maybe I could just do the gameplay here and record on separate audio session to make it in the form of a guide. It's a very quick, not very quick, it's about 20 to 30 minutes way of making 250,000 credits. Farming quad drive yard. Not quad drive yard, Town Under Siege. The very first unique flashpoint released in, what was it, January 2012? You know, the zombie land. It has been one of my most favorite flashpoints in terms of story, length, maybe even boss mechanics. The second boss was a big trouble back in the days, because we couldn't figure out the mechanics when he gets enraged. We did, of course, but it took us a few tries. River set for 200,000. Wow, that sounds very cheap. You probably bought it at the peak time when everybody else had it.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
You don't level on Makeb after that. You go to Rishi and Yavin. But before you go to Rishi, back on your ship on the same terminal where you start the Revan storyline, you have another storyline that will take you to a droid on the fleet for the Forged Alliance's story arc. It involves 4 flashpoints. It is very seriously advised to do the flashpoints because you have the God mod GSI droid to do them for you. You just have to walk around and behind him and follow. You will get shitloads of money, experience, and what was the third one? Oh, basic commendations. They will help you a lot, not just for the 56 to 60 gear process, but for endgame as well. The Forced Alliance's flashpoints gives you a lot of gear and basic comms. Really, really useful. With the GSI booster from the terminal on Makeb, yes, everybody only caring about progression and leveling should go to Makeb. Otherwise, it's actually even better to finish. There is Rizasha. Hi, Riz. We were just talking about you and your river set. The tip about doing Town Under Siege, I saw it on Reddit today. So of course I'll definitely give credit in the video that I'm hopefully going to record later today or tomorrow. But that person opened my eyes that doing a story mode run through Kaon for about 20-ish minutes, depending on your class, depending how well you know the flashpoint, you can make 250,000 credits. Just like that. And you don't depend on anything else or anybody else. All you have to do is just bring a companion to speed things up, preferably because it's a story mode level 50 flashpoint and you are hopefully level 60. You can very easily solo that. So all of the rewards, I've heard that Town Under Siege drops a hell of a lot of decorations for your stronghold. They're all yours. Hey, Manorion. I'll be back in a minute. Stay. Oops, I'm back. When will I continue the Good to Groot Assassin? Hopefully the next video should be available either later tonight or tomorrow. I had some issues with rendering, because even though most of you don't care about my second channel, I'd like to keep it active, because I do get special kinds of benefits from being partnered there with TGN, and those tools that they provide are very, very useful for me in general. So I want to keep the second channel running, and I'm telling you that because I've been rendering for the past 3 days a lot of videos for Witcher 3. It's a lovely game. I know that most of you probably have seen it already. What am I looking for here? Disable security cameras. Oh, there they are. I have to admit, since I opened the topic about my second YouTube channel, I regret including it as an option with the monthly giveaways, because I've received a lot of subscribers and followers on Twitter, as a matter of fact, who create specifically new accounts. It's obviously that these are new accounts, they've never used Twitter before, or they don't want to use their original Twitters, they've just created them to get the entries. And that saddens me. I did expect it, just not in the scale that it happened. So maybe from next month, there is a high chance I will not include these options anymore, but we'll see. Or maybe I will include some kind of an entry limitation, like have at least 5 people who follow you on Twitter before you enter for the giveaway. I don't like people cheating like that. I'm trying to do something good. Well, it is good in my eyes, at least. No, post the link, that's totally fine. Everything that's a picture and it doesn't include a swastika is fine. Well, I was supposed to do the cameras, and I think I'm skipping them. I never liked the Dreadmaster set. I was happy to get all of the stats from the mods, but I personally never liked the set. I don't know why. Maybe at this point, because at this point I was playing Vulk and later on Skorks, but they both used the monk outfit, and this is by far still my most favorite look for an outfit for a Jedi Knight and Marauder. Oh no, I'm not talking about live stream giveaway. That I know that, and that's why I never announce my giveaways here on the stream. I can announce to you guys that there will be one at the end of the stream. It's kind of a celebration for my 2-year anniversary, because I started streaming in the beginning of August 2013. Or at least that's when I remember my first stream was. I have an older channel that I never streamed, but I used to watch people stream. When I created Vulk, I immediately started streaming, so my first stream was on 1st of August 2013. The sad part indeed is that for a giveaway, people do stupid things. I really want to avoid that, because I want to reward the people that deserve, because they support me. And I have to come up with a solution to eliminate all of the looters. I know that may sound harsh, but it is the truth, and it's not just with me. That thing happens anywhere. All right, let's see. 2 more cameras. Boobs is okay. Yes, boobies. Everybody likes boobies. I don't know about porn. Maybe if it's tasteful. If it's tasteful, it wouldn't be porn. Ha ha ha. Oh, let's see the Dreadmaster outfit. Load up. Come on. That would be a Sith Sorcerer, probably. It can't be anything else. One-handed. Don't tell me it's actually maybe a Juggernaut. It doesn't look like a Juggernaut. No, I don't. I shouldn't care about duration. I do that also to attract new people and make them notice what I'm doing. But I don't like when people create new channels all the time just to enter this giveaway or that giveaway, because you know that every time someone tweets about my giveaway, I receive a note and an email that this guy mentioned me. I did that specifically so I can see what kind of people and who does that. And unfortunately, I see many Twitter accounts who only ever do that and nothing else. Just tweet things about giveaways and never ever participate in any kind of discussion or anything else on Twitter. Hi, Riz. Sorry. That's not Riz. Hi, Zerkat. I don't know why I was thinking about Riz Asha. Probably because I was thinking about the river set still.
Hello. Can you breathe?
Did he ask me if I can breathe? Damn it, Gus, it's your job to keep me breathing. Anyone spawning here? Oh no, it's just one. This is indeed one fine Saturday. I'm enjoying it so much so far. And I don't want to jinx myself, but I don't see anything that can possibly ruin it. I know that I just jinxed it.
All right, I surrendered. Don't shoot. I was wondering when someone was going to get around to shortening his excellence by a head. I won't get in your way.
Just walk next to me a moment. There, that was painless.
Puffendorf, what story did you finish at level 58? Was that... I don't know, it's... If you are level 58 when you finished Yavin, yes, doing the dailies is good profit because you get some money, a little bit of basic commendations. Basic commendations are going to be, I expect, bigger thing, even more bigger for the expansion and going further, because they are the most basic, the most common and the most popular way of transferring things around. Whether you're buying gear or just transferring money because you have way too many basic comps. I've done that myself. I have more basic comps than I can ever use combined on all of my characters, and I keep getting more and more and more. So it is worth doing the Yavin dailies. That would be my suggestion. Also, you have to go through Rishi. Well, you don't have to, but if you haven't done it before, you're missing out on the story. If you have done it before, there is still some kind of an incentive doing that with your what do you say, Jedi Knight? Because every character has a little tiny bit of a different lines here and there. The counselor doesn't seem to mind that I'm sitting on his desk. That desk, by the way, is bigger than a table for 12 people. Damn you.
The Void Wolf told me you'd make it here. But you're too late. His flagship will be leaving Corellia's orbit momentarily.
He can't escape that easily.
Well, if you do absolutely everything, including the 4 flashpoints, and you have a Steam always available, yes, you should be level 60 on Rishi.
I'd rather see my ship turn to scrap metal than do the Void Wolf any more favors.
Oh, he'll be very disappointed.
I never do the side quests on Rishi anymore, though. That's an extra boost that you might receive if you want to do them. I don't do the daily Sundarishi. I was doing them in the beginning because I needed the experience and I needed the reputation farm. I don't anymore. Unfortunately, I believe I still... Oops. Unfortunately, I was saying I think I still need reputation from Yavin, which is very disappointing. Because there aren't enough quests on Yavin, and the ones that are available are very long, and they take a lot of time. Let's see, I don't have the shortcut probably here. Let's see, reputation. Oh crap, that's a lot of farming I still have to do. Not good, not good at all. Speak to a counselor again. Let's go do it. Yes, that's long to me.
Ready for action.
And I know if you try to compare the dailies on Yavin and the dailies on Belsavis, I know that you get more benefits for your time spent on Yavin 4. It's still long. You cannot do that at the moment. You have to wait for the next time the event will appear on any of the planets. Only during the event you can progress with Thorn. It's the Ragu disease event.
Please don't kill me. I'm still young. I'll do anything. I've got security codes for the Void Wolf's flagship. They're on my personal.
The last time I did dailies on Yavin, it was a ghost town.
To rendezvous with the flagship, please.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm almost certain that all the leveling before 60 will be made easier and quicker. I don't know how. bioware has not confirmed or mentioned anything yet. But since they have the token on the cartel market, the most wrongest and stupidest decision they've ever made is to put that free level 60 token on the market. That's a different topic. Since they're doing that, I expect that they will make the leveling from 1 to 60 even quicker and even easier than currently. Don't know how. Maybe they will transfer the 12x bound to our legacy somehow, because they've been thinking about such a move and such a change for almost 1 year now. How am I doing with the basic comps? Whoa! I've used all of the basic comps on this guy. Tough one. Oh, he's level 50. I personally expect that they will bind it somehow to your legacy. So if you have leveled one full character past chapter 3, or I don't know if they will keep calling them chapters, you know, the old original chapters, level 50 is usually the end of chapter 3. But since we will have the new episodes called chapters as well, maybe bioware is planning to rename the old ones somehow. Don't know about that yet, don't care. Well, I do care, but I shouldn't. Whoa. So my idea is that they will give you 3x per character finished. So in my case, because I have finished many, I will still have the 12x. Hi, Game Killer. And also I expect that the new kind of experience boost will last through 60. Not until 65, obviously. I'm actually very curious, how is BioWare planning to fill in the gap and make the new chapters and the new stories interesting, not just because of the story, but you know that most of us, not me specifically, but most of us MMO players and MMO grinders, we do these things not just for the story, but forgive me, for the leveling and for the progress as well. There are different kinds of progress for every different kind of player, and for some people progress is leveling up. When you're level 65 and you have finished the first 9 chapters, you have another 7 until the end of the first season. And then after that, in the end of 2016, we expect to see another second season. Are we going to do all of these chapters, hours of gameplay just for the story without any kind of gear progress, without any kind of level progress? We won't get new abilities or anything? That sounds a little bit troublesome. Oh, I didn't know that this macabre trick is still available. I thought BioWare fixed it. It does sound like BioWare is wanting to, or should be willing to fix. It's definitely not intended, but it is a very good advice and very good work. And you can imagine at level 57 you're just, for example, starting the flashpoints, the Forced Alliance's flashpoint. You will be 59 just before even you step on Rishi for the first time, before you talk to the crazy bird. There will be lag because of the engine is crap reason. That's why we only have one companion available. Whoop, wrong click. Both me and you know that it's pointless to do this bonus quest, but since all of the 4 things were so close nearby, I decided to blow them up. Whee!
I heal you with Jedi power.
You 3 have nominated yourselves to lead my fleet.
You always go for the bonus. Is that the bonus boss? I never knew the bonus boss drops something specific. Salminger94 has just joined. Welcome, thanks for the follow.
For the thousands I slew on Scylla.
Did I ask for your credentials? What do I care if you want to get yourselves shot first?
The Republic knows you're coming. Stand down or your fleet will be destroyed.
The Republic knows? What does that matter until they have the guts or the guns to do something about it?
Who is this?
That's him. The one who found Noctrayan.
Leave. You know your orders. This is private business between a captain and me.
You picked the wrong side. How hard do you want it to be to back out once he's dead?
Perhaps.
I'll work for whoever's left standing.
Bare your throat now, cub. Or prepare to have it torn out.
My happy Homer is becoming more happier. I couldn't see who it was. Thank you for the follow though. I'm still trying to adjust to the Twitch alerts. It's not easy. Maybe I should make it stay longer. This guy, I don't know it for a fact, but I know that he's supposed to be hard and challenging. You know what we just did, don't you?
How you feeling now, tough guy?
Better than you might think.
Uh-oh. Was that déjà vu? Did he just hand me the grenade twice? Cute bug. Hi, Seth. How are you doing today? If you tell me it's a lovely Saturday for you as well, that would be awesome. Hi, guys. Why are you here?
Admiral now, Captain.
Who else would command such a fleet?
I want you to hit every profitable target in this sector, Republic or Empire. Let them both fear me.
Every day that the sun is shining is beautiful, right? Which reminded me, damn it, I was supposed to go for a dog walk long trip to the nearest mountain today. Or at least that was the plan yesterday. Well, it's a Kaizen wannabe.
Blast. That was the hangar with your shuttle. I'd start looking for the escape pods. Otherwise, you're going nose first back to Corellia.
Find the vacant escape pod. What if I don't want to run out. I would prefer to stay here and make this my ship. Come on, bioware, give me that option. Whoa, wrong turn, wrong turn. That's what happens when you try to avoid fighting with droids. Hey, look at what I have. It may be just a crappy level 40, but it is a boost. Here is a cool trick or a tip for every beginner player. Everybody will tell you that this mod or that mod is no good. If it is better than your current one, it is a good mod. It doesn't matter if it's the lettered one, because we still have the lettered mods available. I think most of them, if not all of them, will disappear, and I have the expectation that the gear will be very, very seriously streamlined after the expansion. But currently, don't be afraid to stack bad mods into your gear, especially when you're just beginning your adventures at level 60 flashpoints and operations. Everything that gives you better stats than yours is worth slotting. Unless you plan to remove it, you're not paying any money to replace it after that. So even if the mod is lettered and someone tells you, no, don't use that, you need a token mod, which means mod from a token piece, from the good vendor, that's crap. If it gives you better stats, just use it. Hi, Kinetic Combat. Happy Saturday. I've just shared that tip out of nowhere. It doesn't have anything in relation to the gameplay or the smuggler class story. I don't know why I remembered about it. Decided to share. Loot! Thank you. Oh, no, 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 stay there! Damn you. $192 today is still a good gear, yeah. Of course it is. $190. That's the blue gear from Ziost, yeah? I think that's a perfectly reasonable decision, yeah. Unless you want to experience a little bit more of the old classical operations and flashpoints before BioWare changes everything. I also expect that they are going to nerf everything. There is no other reason to keep doing the flashpoints and ops. Let me out, finally. That's not something global, Kinetic Combat. It happens to me from time to time. Sometimes the launcher decides to recheck and replace, and not replace, but remove and reshake everything, to call it more globally. I don't know why, how, and when the launcher decides that, but if it happens to you, it doesn't mean it's gonna happen to everybody else you know and you ask. It does have, I think, it does have something to do with what you're updating. So, for example, if you haven't updated your client for 4 weeks or for 4 months, you will see some different kind of update process than the person who has been here the last month. I've been trying to decide for myself if I like the upcoming change for the soloable low-level flashpoints. I do love the fact that I will be able to kind of challenge myself, hopefully. I don't expect there will be a challenge, but you know that I keep my hopes up until I see the nerf. What I meant is I really hope that I will be able to run all of the low-level story important flashpoints solo with a decent challenge in them and have fun that doesn't depend on the other guys going AFK or just disconnecting or leaving after they pick up the loot that they needed. I know everybody hates the S and T letters on the bottom left or bottom right corner of the launcher. I personally believe they are better than the other older option. I don't know why. I also used to have problems with the launcher bugging on me. Once or twice it forced me to reinstall the whole game, but I still use the streaming technology. There will be a new tier of gear, yes. Why? I think the server just kicked me out, because that's what happens usually. I get the loading screen with... Oh no, it's loading. Okay. If the progress bar doesn't move and it stays on about 1/3, this means the server kicked me out. Go to your ship's hangar on Corellia. See, now that's very specific. Don't jump to your ship, you have to go to the ship hangar.
Ready for action.
No.
Pretty sure you won't die.
Oh, I should be able to sneak through this. I'm a small guy after all. Well, I'm not, but he is.
What about my unit? Battle droid.
I don't believe they mentioned anything about gearing in the new expansion, but what I know and what I've seen is all mined information.
We gotta get out there and help our guys, but our transports are all grounded. That's your blessings, kid. Combat's no picnic.
Combat's where I can do some good, if we ever get back there. Get this, our own ship started showing up as enemy blips on our scanners. Turns out it's an Imperial signal jamming operation. Command grounded all flights after our fleet shot down 3 of our own medship transports.
How many people aboard the medical transports?
Couple hundred. Imps probably planned it that way. We all want to hit back. The Empire's got a massive force protecting their operation. Too big for our local units to handle. If you don't cut through their defenses and shut down those jammers, I don't know who will.
I don't usually bother with little jobs like yours, but I guess I can make an exception.
You won't regret it, I promise. The jamming equipment's probably in the control tower, so you'll have to get access. I'll tell my superiors that you're going in.
I heal you with Jedi power.
Where are we going? There. Okay. There. A friend sent me one basic commendation. Who's this? Oh. G. Okay, G. Thank you. I love it when NPCs send me mails with 2,000, 3,000 credits. That can barely cover the expenses for my traveling with the spaceship. But I guess bioware developers don't know about the change they themselves did in, I don't know which patch it was. You guys remember how they changed the cost for the different travelings around the space? It used to be dependent on the level of the planet, and now it depends on the distance. What? Right? that was the case before. It depended what level the planet you're traveling to is. So, for example, it's much cheaper to travel to Tatooine from anywhere compared to traveling to Makeb from anywhere. But at some point, they've decided to change that. Make it more real life. There is a new book coming out from, I forgot his name, he's one of the writers about the Old Republic. Was it Alexander Fried or, I don't know, I don't want to guess, I might embarrass myself, but the book is considered to be, I've just heard the rumors yesterday. The book is considered to be a tie-in for the events before Battlefront. I don't even know what kind of an event Battlefront will have except for just MMO fights constantly. I don't think there's going to be any story in Battlefront.
You made a good call, boss. They're calling you the boss of
Wasn't
bosses.
it the other way around?
I've never had so many people answer to one name. Not Rogan, not Ivory, not Nocdrayan.
Damn it. You made me wonder and doubt my own words. I don't
out there
remember
and
how
keep
it was.
pillaging. What good are you?
It might have been the other way around, yes, because now the ender level, the higher level planets are always more expensive. Well, never mind. Let's pretend I didn't say that, because I wasn't obviously prepared to talk about it. I do remember they made a change, and now it always seems to be more expensive than before.
I'm not a banker. I don't care how you pay your tribute, as long as the credits are there when I need them.
Drew Karpyshyn is the other one. He wrote, how many? 2 or 3 books already.
You all know what the captain wants. Quit stalling.
And us, Captain?
What do we do while you sit around
I'm still
all day
wondering if
counting
I should
credits?
pre-order Battlefront. Oops.
So I'm the galaxy's biggest crime lord. You think I'm stopping there?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Full speed ahead.
I've got nowhere else to be.
What if I just buy the mansion and retire for you? I could, you know, keep the place warm for you. No?
Just tell me where to set course next, Captain.
Hi, Spunky. Battlefront is coming with Battle of Jakku. Well, we need to know more about Jakku and why are all these ships crashed in the desert of Jakku. Remember from the teaser trailer? The huge, gigantic spaceship, the battle destroyer, and in the front of the camera there was an X-wing, I believe. Was it an X-wing? Again destroyed. Thank you for making me level 50 bioware on yet another character. All I have to do is, well, start Makeb maybe, but that won't be today, obviously. I think that was short, but for me, a long enough session. I want to do now the last giveaway as a part of my 2-year celebration. Before the month passed, it's 29th of August. And all of you guys who are here present, regardless of whether you're following me or not, I will give you a chance to win something. So stay around a few more minutes before I close the stream and say the final bye-bye for today. Thank you. I'm happy to be 50. 10 more levels and I will be even more happier. Right, so 2400 cartel coins code provided from Musco. He gave me the code a couple months ago because I asked him to give me a chance to celebrate somehow with the support from BioWare my 2-year anniversary on YouTube. And he gave me 5 codes. I've given away 4 of them already on YouTube, 3 on YouTube and 1 on Twitch. So this is the second one on Twitch now. What was that? SWTOR. Wow, really? SWTOR. Does that have something to do with the game or just a coincidence of the names? Right, let's bring up this thingy. Hop. And then bring up this thingy. Hop. And we do this. Load up, load up. Keyword. What should we type? You need to play more. 35 is not a lot. Unless you're total free-to-play. In this case, 35 is really high achievement because I don't know from first hand, but I do know that it's terribly slow leveling as free-to-play. Of course, you would not be able to know that because you haven't experienced subscriber player perks. First, what am I giving? 2,400 cartel coins to one of you. What should I do? What should I do? What word should we come up with? Well, let's make it simple. BioWare. The word is BioWare, original spelling, small letters only. Please type it in the next 1 or 2 minutes to enter for the giveaway. In the upper left corner of that window, you will see hopefully that the big 0 will start changing. Bye-bye, Addict. Thank you very much for visiting me and staying with me for the whole duration. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute or two and watch the screen. Everybody, please type it. You know that this personally at this moment doesn't cost me anything. These are not my cartel coins. They're provided by BioWare. So please, everybody type BioWare. Meanwhile, on the other screen, I will check up something so I don't cover these important windows. 17 people. Any more? Oh, we see here 65. I don't know how many of you guys have accounts on Twitch. I'm not sure if my chat is working. Yes, the chat shows, for me at least, about 40-ish people logged in with their accounts. Any more? Oh, we see here 65. I don't know how many of you guys have accounts on Twitch. I'm not sure if my chat is working. Shh, that's a double sound because I've loaded up my website on another browser over there. Hey, my webcam is gone. Hello again. More, type power, please. If you just joined, I don't care. You don't have to follow me just to unfollow after that. Seriously, that's a stupid joke, but it is the truth, actually. I don't want people to follow my Twitch for the giveaway and go away after that. 2 votes, yes. My sound is weird, though. My voice is weird. Maybe because I haven't heard my own voice in quite some time. Nobody else wants to type? Come on. At least make it up to 23 because it's one of my favorite numbers. If you care to guess, it's because of Michael Jordan, of course. I used to be a huge fan of Jordan's as a child. He hasn't been active, well, seriously active basketball player for 12 years now, I believe. That's a long time. I'm wrong. Why? If you are awake, if you are sleeping, wake up. Type BioWare with small letters. I'm not sure if you type it with capital letters, it may still count. You can try if you want. If it does count, you will see the number here rising. Hi Forbo, welcome. Sorry about missing my stream. I hope that you will catch the recording. I will transfer that with some editing to YouTube. Thank you, my voice is awesome. I think I've seen a video from ASAP Science on YouTube. There was something about that. Why do you hate your own voice? And I think I've either read about that or heard it. I don't know. Well, nobody else wants to. Okay, I know that there is a delay, but still I'm gonna count from 3 to 1 and draw the winner. 3, 2, 1. I am forever... No, wait. I am forever 6'9". Congratulations. He isn't following me, but as I said, that's not a requirement. Or she. Thank you guys for visiting my stream. I am forever, please send me a message on Twitch. And I will give you the code in the next 1-2 hours, hopefully. Again, thank you everybody for visiting. I hope you have enjoyed this 2-hour show, because I certainly did. Every time I end the stream, I wish to myself that I should do that more often, like I used to do before. Bye bye, guys. Have a lovely weekend, and I might see you later tomorrow, maybe. We'll see.